Hi, my name is Walter Alexander Nahara. I'm a student at California State University, Los Angeles, and these are my notes for week 9 of CS 4540. So, what are AI coding assistants? Well, AI coding assistants are tools that utilize artificial intelligence to assist software developers in their coding tasks, often implemented in traditional code editors or integrated development environments or IDEs. The purpose of an AI coding assistant is by making the coding experience smoother and more efficient through automation and providing appropriate aid when given the context. AI coding assistants are making an impact in the development productivity by allowing these software developers to create and test their code in an efficient and timely manner than in the past. Similar to human assistant, AI coding assistants will provide suggestions, fixes to program errors, and write snippets of the code. Furthermore, they help developers write cleaner and more efficient code, produce high quality code faster, and reduce the time spent on debugging and refactoring. Traditionally, AI coding assistants relied on natural language processing or NLP techniques, which allows the program to process large amounts of code data, understanding coding patterns and structures, and generate suggestions/insights based on the current context. However, through recent advancement in generative AI, modern coding assistants are incorporated in large language models, LLMs, to provide more value and perform a wider variety of tasks. Due to these LLMs' capabilities in generating human-like responses and understanding context, they're capable of creating syntactically correct, contextually appropriate code segments out of both code and natural language prompts. Now, different code assistant products are trained on different data sets. Some are trained on large publicly available data sets, while others are trained with specific data, but they often feature these key features. Also, completion and code prediction. This feature allows the assistant to predict what you're going to type next based on the context of your code and provide suggestions accordingly. Code refactoring suggestions. The assistant will analyze your code to identify areas that could be improved and optimized, afterwards providing suggestions on how these areas could be refactored. Error detection and correction. The assistant can detect potential errors in your code, highlighting these errors and providing suggestions on how to fix them. Saving time spent debugging and troubleshooting, documentation and explanation of code. The assistant can generate comments of your code explaining what each block of code does and how it fits into the overall application. So let's discuss some typical programs that utilize AI coding assistant in their applications. To start, we have Visual Studio Code. Visual Studio Code, or VS Code, has been the main code editor for many developers due to VS Code being free, open source, and supporting countless different programming languages and libraries. Due to the implementation of AI powerhouses like GitHub Copilot and Klein, VS Code has evolved into a complete AI development environment while maintaining its familiarity and extensibility. GitHub Copilot is an AI-powered coding assistant developed collaboratively by GitHub and OpenAI, leveraging the foundation of the GPT technology to understand natural language descriptions and generate code based on context. Some of its key features include real-time code completions, context-aware and smart code suggestion based on your current code and comments, support for multiple programming languages and frameworks, seamless IDE integration, built-in chat capabilities through Copilot Chat for natural language requests, Copilot agents for extending functionality with custom AI-powered tools for documentation, data retrieval, and specialized coding tasks. And it's free for students and open source contributors with paid tiers providing extra benefits. Klein is an open source AI coding assistant that leverages LLMs to provide intelligent code suggestions, auto completions, and inline documentation. Some of its key features include autonomous file creation and editing with different views and timeline tracking, terminal command execution with real-time output monitoring, flexible API integration with support for OpenRouter, Anthropic, OpenAI, Google Gemini, and local models, comprehensive context management with file structure analyze and AST parsing, workplace checkpoints for comparing and restoring different versions, extensible through model context protocol for custom tools and capabilities, cost tracking for API uses and token consumption, API costs vary based on chosen providers. Cursor is an AI-powered code generation tool that was built on top of VS Code, adding AI features to improve the coding experience. Some of its key features include advanced code completion with auto imports for TypeScript and Python, Composer for creating entire applications, Agent Mode for context gathering and terminal operations, context-aware chat with folder drag and drop support, terminal integration with natural language command processing, built-in bug finder with suggestions for fixes, and it includes a free tier along with separate price tiers for individual, $20 a month, and businesses, $40 per user per month. Windsurf, an AI-powered agentic code editor built on VS Code, offers a sophisticated AI-powered development environment with its super complete and cascade features. It was developed by Codium, focusing on real-time workplace understanding and intelligent code assistance. Some of its key features include super complete for predicting and offering intelligent code suggestions with different box previews, Cascade with real-time workspace syncs, and iterative problem solving, comprehensive project understanding with automatic context updates, Flow technology for workplace synchronization. It includes a free tier with base model access with tiers prices for Pro, which is $15 per month, and Pro Ultimate, $60 per month. Trey, an intelligent coding companion developed by ByteDance, which is the same company behind TikTok, and built on VS Code, provides real-time code suggestions, automates repetitive tasks, analyzes codes, and enhances productivity. Some of its key features include unique think before doing approach to project write operation, builder mode with systematic task breakdown, dual chat interfaces, side chats, and inline chat, comprehensive context system with automatic indexing, support for multi-module input, including images. And at the time of this video, it's currently free with all features included, but there are plans to include price tiers at a later point. An honorable mention has to go out to Zed AI. Zed is a blazing fast editor built from the ground up in Rust, focusing on raw performance and clean design. Their AI features are primitive as they are barely implemented in August of 2024 and still lacking features present in their competitors. However, it's important to pay attention to Zed in the upcoming months to monitor their progress and consider whether to switch over. Now, here's an example of utilizing a AI coding assistant. In this example, I use Windsurf, and I developed two separate calculators, a basic calculator with basic operation, plus, minus, times, and divide, decimal points, a clear button, and arrow handling for invalid expressions. The second is a scientific calculator with all the features of a basic calculator with additional functions such as sin, cos, tan, pi, and square root. As we can see here, this is the basic calculator with all the numbers and plus the plus, minus, times, and divide, equal sign, and the decimal button. And then all those features are present in the scientific calculator, but it also includes sin, cos, tan, pi, square root, and parentheses. The basic calculator was developed relatively easily. However, the scientific calculator ran into multiple issues that required fixes through multiple iterations. The main error encountered was how the program handled the scientific function sin, cos, tan, where the program expected a specific format to operate. So as we can see here, the program is expecting the operation to be formatted as this: for with the times symbol, and then cost, and then in parentheses the number with the cost. However, the issue was that if you were to type the same expression but without the multiplication and the parentheses, so 4 cost 5. Now, for you and me, we will understand these two are the same thing. They mean the same thing. But for the program, this is incorrect because it was expecting this to come out. So as such, it was coming back as an error, even though the program should be able to calculate it the same way. I attempted to use Windsurf to help fix the issues, and again, every iteration I had to specify more of what the task needed to accomplish in order to complete it. In one case in particular, the system provided a solution that forced the program into an infinite loop if the expression has the scientific functions. but it eventually got fixed and I got it to work. So these both methods of implementing the same mathematic problem works for all the scientific functions. Now, that issue that I was having kind of highlights the shortcoming of AI coding assistant, where these AI programs struggle more often with increased complexity of tasks given, requiring careful prompting and breaking these tasks into manageable chunks. AI coding assistants aren't a replacement for the actual coding experience, as they are merely tools that aid with the development of small chunks of the overall big program. These are the references that I used, and this is the end of my video. Thank you for watching and have a good day.